so I want to jump right into how I do this roller set, but first I want to give you the specs on my hair so you can know what type of hair I have, what I'm working with, so you can know what to do and adjust accordingly. I have multi-textured, multi-patterned hair, and it's coarse. All right, so as you can see, I did go and condition my hair. I just got from under the steamer. I'm gonna show you what I did, as in what I used to shampoo and condition my hair, because y'all know how to wash your hair. You don't need to see me wash my hair. So I used this Suave Daily Clarifying Cleansing Shampoo. As you can see, it was good because I'm out of it. I used every last drop that I had. Then I went in with this Shea Moisture Deep Moisturizing Shampoo. So then I went in and whoo, child, this is so good. I use the Amika Soul Food Nourishing Mask. That's what I just deep conditioned my hair with. So I just sat under the steamer and steamed my hair because I needed to make sure that my hair is hydrated, but also very clean. And then I'm about to go rinse it out. When I go in and rinse it out in the shower, I'm going to use this. It's the Chi Thermal Protective Treatment, which is for, you know, heat styling. All right, so I'm gonna say this really quickly though. Disclaimer, I will be using direct heat. However, I will not be using direct heat from my scalp to the ends of my hair, only at the roots, and I do it differently, not with a flat iron. I'll show you in a bit. Let me go and wash this out, and then I'm gonna come back and get started rolling the hair. So right now I have nothing on my hair at all. I only use one product and one product only when I am rolling my hair. I don't put a leave-in in or nothing like that. This is just clean hair. I use Lotta Body setting lotion. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can read on the instructions on how to dilute it, but I put it in a water bottle. And then of course you're gonna need a comb, rat tail comb, parting your hair, a bigger comb so you can comb through the sections, hair ties, and clips to hold your hair. And then obviously you'll need the rollers. So I use two different types of rollers. I use these type of rollers, magnetic rollers, that's what they're called. And I have different sizes because my hair is, you know, different lengths, a little bit of layers in there. So I use these three. And then I also use tension rollers. I got this box of tension rollers off of Amazon. I'll link them below so you can get them as well. Actually, I'll link everything below. I use clips to clip and secure them. I prefer them over the pins because I don't know how to use the pins. That's all. That's the only reason why. So let's get to rolling. Okay, first we're gonna start by sectioning our hair into working sections. I section my hair into 3 parts. One straight down the middle, similar to a mohawk, and then the right side and the left side. Now, this is dependent on your head size. I have a small head, so I don't have a lot of working space. But even if your head is larger, you still wanna do 3 sections. You can always adjust the width of the sides, but that middle section, going down the center, is key. It doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure the middle section is at least the width of the rollers you're using. Once you've parted your hair, take one of your hair ties and tie up the right side, then tie up the left side. This keeps both sides out of the way while you work on the middle section first. Now we're going to roll the hair. I'm going to show you how I roll just one section because you're going to do the same thing for each roller. I section off about 1.5 inches to 2 inches of hair. This really depends on your hair length and thickness. For me, I have medium length hair that's pretty full, so I don't want to put too much hair on each roller. Otherwise, it takes forever to dry. But I also have a small head, so I can't take up too much space or I won't fit enough rollers. So about 1.5 inches or so of hair. You can adjust based on your own hair. Now, I saturate it with setting lotion. I don't use water beforehand because I don't want anything to dilute the setting lotion. If I need to re-wet it, I'll use more setting lotion, which is already diluted with water, so it's fine. Once it's saturated, I comb through with the rat tail comb. Then I take a roller. I'm using tension rollers. These have little combs all around them so they grip the hair. I wrap a small piece of hair around the roller to start. Then pull, roll, pull, roll. You're creating tension as you go. Pull, roll, pull, roll, all the way to your scalp. You would do the same thing with a magnetic roller. It shouldn't be painful. Your hair is wet, so you're not pulling that tight. Just keep rolling with tension until you reach your scalp. Once you get there, hold it in place and take one clip. Clip it down on one side, then take another clip and clip it down on the other side. And that's it for that section. Here's a tip that makes this so much easier. I use the same exact roller on the other side of my head in the same area. This is why different colored rollers are so helpful. You can look and say, okay, I use this size roller here, so I use the same size on the other side. Everything stays uniform and you're not playing a guessing game. But this will be trial and error for you, depending on the size of your head, the thickness of your hair, and the length of your hair. If your hair is layered, you'll need to use different size rollers. If your hair is thicker on one side or thicker at the top or thicker in the back, you'll need to adjust. Even with saying that, don't feel like this has to be perfectly uniform. Sometimes you might have one more roller on one side and one less on the other side, and that's okay. The most important thing is getting all your hair rolled. Now that all the hair is rolled up, I like to tie a hair net around my head to secure the rollers and make sure they stay in place. Okay, we're ready to sit under the dryer. I have tried so many different hooded dryers, but this one is by far the best I've ever used. What makes it great is that it gets really hot and the hood is huge, so all my rollers fit underneath. Now here's a bonus tip. I'll take a towel and drape it over the hooded dryer. This locks in the heat so it doesn't escape and it cuts down the drying time a lot. So I sat under the dryer for roughly an hour. I'm taking this down to do a check because sometimes all of them are not dry. Let's do a little check. I like these tension rollers because, oh yeah. Now you see one thing, you see those little crimps in there? It's fine, it's fine. It's gonna be fixed. Trust the process. I'm just gonna start taking them down. But yeah, I like these tension rollers because of the ventilation. It dries them so much quicker. But they're coming out really nicely. So far they feel pretty dry. All right, I'm gonna finish the other side. Surprise, surprise. They were all dry. That's crazy. That never happens. So good on me because that gives me less things to do. Okay, this is where you gotta trust the process the most, okay? I'm going to, fluff these out. Just do it with my fingers right now. And I know you're gonna be like, oh my God, like what's happening? Why it look like that? But we're gonna trust it. I'm taking this comb to comb through it. You can see how the hair looks, but this is not how we wanna wear it, okay? What I'm gonna do is part it where I want my part to be. And not like a side part. This is how I'm going to get it to have my roots a little smoother. I don't like my hair super flat, so this is how I'm gonna do it. I have a straightening comb here. I didn't put it on the highest heat, but I'm going to use this and go through my roots. Like that, just like that. One pass. That is all at the roots. But we ain't done yet, because why would I go outside looking like this? Okay, so what we're gonna do, my favorite product, Paul Mitchell Super Skinny. I love this serum right here. So it helps your hair to be smooth and smells delicious too. Definitely get the ends. Get the ends. My ends tend to be a little dry. And then we're gonna get this side. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our paddle brush and we're gonna wrap it. We're gonna wrap it. Having the curls makes it very easy to wrap. I'm gonna use a couple of the pins to pin it down before the next step. Then we'll just make the next step easier. Clip and clip, just where you think your hair may fall down. Interestingly, the saran wrap, or plastic wrap as it says, and wrap this. This is important, guys. You'll see why in a little bit. It looks crazy, but I'm telling you, if you don't do this, you are missing a key component of this entire style. And you do want to fold it over, but now what's about to happen now is we're about to go back under the dryer on low heat. Low, please low, because you don't want your scalp to start sweating. Low, I say about 10 minutes. Okay, so I sat under the dryer at a higher heat for 10 minutes. And if I felt like my scalp was starting to sweat, I just turned the heat down. But I also let it cool too. And not take this off immediately because I want it to mold. And now, the thing falling off the bone, girl. Falling off the bone. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Looks nice and healthy. Give you some body. Now the last step that I will do, because I need this hair to marinate overnight, okay? I'm gonna put some oil sheen on it. And there you have it, y'all. Look at that. I'm gonna wrap it for the night. I'll do my edges in the morning. You, my friends, can do a roller wrap. This is my second one that I've done recently. I've tried them before, did it once, and it turned out great. Every time after that was horrible, but I figured it out and I mastered it. So yes, girl, you can too. Okay, so it is 4 days later and this is my hair. Everything is still intact. I'm still rocking with the Rollerset because the Rollerset is still rocking with me. I have just been putting oil sheen on my hair and then wrapping it at night. And then once I wake up, take the scarf off, I just brush it all into place where I want it to be. Smooth the ends, take the ends, twist them a little to where I want them to go. And then in the back, I can twist a little as well. This is what the back looks like. It definitely has held up the last few days. I have not put any heating tools on my hair. Now for my edges. I'm not a super slick down edges kind of girl, but I do want them to be tamed. So I have used the red aqua hair wax. And then I will take a little of the Pantene Flexible Hold alcohol-free hairspray. So I'll take that and just kind of a little bit on the edges and brush it all in together so it can stay. I really like doing roller sets. I just started doing them more consistently lately because I wanted a change of style, but I didn't want to damage my natural curls. I am putting just a tad bit of heat on my roots, but not a lot to cause, you know, any type of issues. This is the second time I've done a roller set within the last, I'll say, 2 months. So I don't do them like back to back to back. Take your time when doing these so that way you can actually get the technique down. So that way later you'll just be whipping through it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope that it was helpful for you. And if you have any questions whatsoever on what I showed you guys in this video, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below and ask your questions. I'll be happy to answer for what I know. And also, please don't forget to like this because this really helps. Commenting definitely helps. Share it and subscribe to this channel for more lifestyle, beauty, travel, wellness, and I will see you next time.